I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. So what's up with Kanye West, right? I mean, y'all listen to his music? Yes, maybe some of y'all do. So I don't know. I don't listen to the boy's music. But I tell you that, he was married to this girl, Kim Kardashian, right? And she dumped him, and she took it with this boy from Saturday Night Live named Pete Davis. That went on for almost a year, maybe 9 months. But Kanye West was pestering them, and it broke up the relationship between Kim, and Pete Davis. I think Kanye West ought to be in jail. Everybody saying, and he was down there at Trump's office down there with Jim Brown there a couple of years ago. I think they need to lock that boy up. I think he's dangerous. That's what my estimation now. He's stalking that woman, Kim Kardashian. He ain't gonna let her have a life. Won't let the children have a life. He got all of the billionaire. The man got like $1 billion, but he got a lot of money. A lot of people say he's mentally deranged. The other day he showed up at some event and he was hurtling out a whole lot of anti-Semitic statements against Jews, said that the Jews control P. Diddy. And, the man, I think in my humble estimation, I think that the man is dangerous. I do. And and poor Kim Kardashian, I don't know what she's going to do with her life. She can't get away from. Anyway, we have a clip. I'll let you see what some other people have had to say about Kanye.
All right, let's turn to Kanye and this tweet that has now been taken down. He's been his Instagram account, his Twitter account have been restricted, where he says he's going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people and talks about a Jewish agenda. When you saw this from Kanye, what did you think?
Well, Victor, what's interesting with Kanye is that he has gotten a pass over the years repeatedly, over and over and over again. There was the slavery denial where he completely invalidated the suffering of millions of Africans by saying that slavery was a choice. There's the way that he stalked his ex-wife and released videos fantasizing about murdering her new boyfriend, rather. And he continues to get these passes because people say, oh, he's mentally ill. So people say, oh, he's a genius. This is part of his genius. But at some point, enough has to be enough. So when I saw this tweet, I had to ask myself, is this finally enough? Is this finally the point where the public at large, where these social media platforms say a suspension, just shutting down his account temporarily is not enough? Because let's be clear, what he is doing is very dangerous. If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that words and rhetoric can translate into action, and they can be incredibly dangerous. And when we talk about anti-Semitism in particular, history has shown us how incredibly dangerous this is. So it's time to say enough is enough. And in this case with Kanye, he has proven that there is no line that he is not willing to cross. Let's be clear, a lot of things can be true at the same time. He may be suffering from mental illness. He may be a genius. He can also be an anti-Semite and a self-hating anti-Black musical artist. It is time to turn that microphone off.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring up the genius pass that he gets, because he'll release a new shoe, he'll release a new album, and the demographics, the demos who fill those stadiums and line up for the shoes are vehemently opposed to his political views, his views about slavery being a choice. We'll see if this is different, but up to this point.
I've had my thing with rap artists, and they're talking potentially, a lot of people have probably said over the years, or that Kanye is a genius. I'll tell you what I think, and this is simply my personal opinion, is I think that he needs an exorcism. I think he's got a spirit in him that is not of this world. I think it comes from Satan himself. That's what, and not just him. I think most of these rap artists, I think are controlled. I think they all need to have a mass exorcist, to deal with this. You shouldn't call it rap, call it crap music. I don't like using the word crap. I prefer to use the word dung, but I think it's crap. You know, but I tend to agree with, I never agree with these liberals. I just showed you that clip. I would never agree with them. But I have to tell you that something needs to be done. I don't know why, you know, Kim Kardashian can't have her life. And not that I'm, you know, we get the idea. The Mellon Bank to Judge Bluth and to Judge Francis A. Kahn III. We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Sing it. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
In the midst of war we fight on, standing on the word of God we stand strong.
We shall not be moved. We're not afraid and ain't backing down. There's a new sheriff here in this town. We shall not be moved. You can't try, but you won't succeed. The time is drawn closer when you will bleed. We shall not be moved. For God to have mercy on your poor soul, you'll find out soon you're not in control. We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. You push me, you better be prepared, 'cause I'm not gonna run and no, I'm not scared. We shall not be moved.
We're gonna tear your kingdom straight down, and when we're done, you won't be around.
We shall not be moved.
We don't even know this battle is the Lord's. We stand on his word and we hold his sword.
We shall not be moved.
You better leave town and do it right now. You curse our holy word that we will all out.
We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Singing, we shall not be moved. 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 We shall not be moved.
Dance it up now.
We shall not be moved.
Clap with us now.
We shall not be moved.
Sing with us now.
We shall not be moved.
Come on now.
We shall not be moved.
Come on now.
We shall not be moved. 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 We shall not be moved.
Pastor Manny now.
We shall not be moved.
Mother Manny now.
We shall not be moved.
All the elders now.
We shall not be moved.
All the mothers now.
We shall not be moved.
Come on, stop your feet.
We shall not be moved.
Come on, clap your hands.
We shall not be moved.
Sing it,
We shall not be moved.
We We shall not be moved.
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 We shall not be moved.